Today we're going to talk about this Viltrox 20mm 2.8 full frame autofocus lens that's only $176. Real talk. Let's go. Welcome y'all to We Shoot Films, where I teach content creators and entrepreneurs how to build their brand or business through video and audio. So if that's you, make sure to subscribe today. I just want to let you know I have a free lighting course on my website, WeShootFilms.com. Just go there, sign up real quick. It's on the front page. You'll see it, and you'll get access to a free, quick lighting course, all right? Appreciate you. Let's get back to it. Now, when I first heard about this lens, I truly did not believe it for the price. But as I've spent some time with it and actually shot a few projects, I gotta say, it's an amazing lens for the price, especially. This thing performs way better than it should. Let's go. Let me first talk about the build and design. It's super lightweight and only about 152 grams, which makes it perfect for vlogging or travel setups. The body's mostly plastic, but the mount is metal. But what's dope is it's got a USB-C port built in for firmware updates. And that's something you don't always see on budget lenses. It has a 52mm filter thread in the front. And for those who don't know, that just means if you need to add any type of filter or ND filter like that, you have to purchase, at least for me, I purchase usually variable ND filters and stuff. You have to purchase a step-up plate. So this is a 52mm to 72. And you just place this in the front, screw it up, and there you go. Then you add your filter and you're good to go. Its 52 is a little bit strange, but obviously you can find it, so it's cool. Now on the lens, it's just a basic lens. It doesn't have any fancy buttons or any kind of features on the lens. It's just a clean, simple design that does exactly what it needs to do, the image quality. Now this is where things get nice and interesting with this bad boy. This lens is sharp, even at wide open. At 2.8, it's completely sharp from the middle to the edges. Distortion on this lens is very minimum, which I do like. It's not going to give you these crazy distorted lines, and that's dope. You don't see that a lot, but it is a 20mm. If it went any lower, it probably would start distorting more, but it handles distortion very well. And which is very surprising, this thing handles focus breathing very well. Like, it's hardly even there. And as far as any kind of major chromatic aberration, I didn't see many of anything in there either. There's nothing really there, so you good on that end too. This isn't a lens that you're gonna worry about bokeh, okay? So don't worry about the bokeh. It's fine. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry about the bokeh. You're not using a 20mm for bokeh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so far in the background, you're not going to really notice that. So you got to be more concerned with how sharp it is and how it, don't worry about the bokeh. It's cool. And right here is an example of a video that I shot just recently, actually, of some testimonials. And as you see, it looks good. This is shot with the 20mm at 2.8, obviously. And it looks good. It looks clean. It's sharp. I mean, to me, I'm the kind of user that if it looks good, it looks good. Some people are too stuck on the technical stuff, and they lose out on lenses and cameras that can actually just be very great for their workflow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't always be stuck on, like I said, the bokeh. I look, even if I bought an 85mm, I don't care if the bokeh balls ain't perfectly wound. I don't care. Like, maybe you care, and I appreciate that. But I'm just saying, man, especially if there's a price difference between having perfectly bokeh balls. I hate saying that. But anyway, you know what I mean. Just don't be so technical. If it looks good, it works well, it does what it's supposed to do, base it off that. And let's keep it 100. Base it off your budget. And I'm telling you, for 20mm, you can't go wrong for $176 with this bad boy. I'm telling you. All right, but let's get into autofocus. Now, autofocus is quick and precise also. I shot this on that same day. I pointed it at the person and it tracked him. You see he's in focus, fine. It never lost him. I mean, it just does exactly what it needs to do. The autofocusing on this thing is dope. It works well. It's fast. It's precise. And, you know, there's not much else I can say about it. It does exactly what it needs to do. Now, as far as motor noise on the autofocus, yes, it does have a little motor noise. So if you're using a microphone on your camera that you actually going to use that, it's not reference audio. It's actually audio you want to keep. I would say take it off the camera because it might pick up the noise a little bit, you know. So other than that, though, if you got just reference audio on your camera and you're going to replace that audio, you ain't got to worry about it. And also for vlogging, this is definitely a great camera for you. It's light, wide enough, and feels natural when you're holding it, you know, handheld. So that's good. Now remember, this is a 20mm full frame lens. So on an APS-C lens, you're looking at about a 30mm full frame equivalent. So this all around is very good. I'm telling you, this is dope. And I also tend to use full frame lenses if I can on APS-C cameras, you know, if I can afford it, you know. But if you can't, there's a lot of great other lenses for your APS-C cameras. But today we're talking about this one, so let's go. My main lens that I use 90% of the time, truthfully, is the Tamron 28-75. I love this lens. It's a 2.8 constant aperture through the whole thing. It's sharp. I mean, I love that lens, but sometimes I need a little something wider. So that's where I was interested in looking into the 20, and it definitely did it. Between this 20mm and my 28-75, I'm good. Technically, I could shoot a whole movie just with these two lenses. You could do a whole project just with those two lenses. I would have to say, if I was to add a third lens, it would be more like a 100mm or something like that in that focal length, somewhere around there, to be just complete, you know, to get more compression in the background. You know, this really did surprise me. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping what they were saying was true. And you know, look, you got other people out there that reviewed this. If you want to get more into the harder technical tests and all of that stuff, I don't do them type of tests. I'm a real live reviewer for lenses, especially. I'm all about really using it and seeing how it works and how it looks. And, you know, and if it works and it looks great, that's what I care about. You know, the fact that there might be a little bit of blurriness on the edges, I don't care. You know, I'm not shooting people to be sharp on the edge. I'm shooting people to be sharp. You know what I'm saying? And if the edge is not sharp, usually whatever's in the edge ain't important anyway. You feel me? So I'm just saying, like, you gotta just, you know, some people nerd out on these things, and that's cool. I appreciate it. But in reality, them numbers don't mean that much in reality. In reality, it is what it is. If it works, if it's in your budget, if it still can give you a professional look, that's what you do. That's what you rock with. That's what I do, you know? And so I just wanted to bring this to you if you're looking for a wide angle lens, especially if you got a full frame camera. But even if you have an APS-C camera, this 20mm is still a 30mm focal length on your APS-C, which is still a good, you know, focal length to use. And then if you do jump to a full frame, you have a good wide. You have to choose your lenses. When you're dealing with cameras, for me nowadays, most cameras are good. So you got to concentrate on your lenses. You feel me? And make it make sense with the lenses. And you can shoot anything. If you know your lenses, I don't care what kind of camera you have, your lenses is going to compensate for whatever sensor size you have. And if you tried this lens already, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Also, if you're interested in getting one of these for yourself, I have a link in the description below. No extra cost to you. Just helps out the channel a little bit. Appreciate it if you use those links. So thanks for watching. Keep God first. Subscribe, hit the bell on the side so you get notified on time. And like I always say, it is what it is. And yeah, check out this next video. I explain which camera just might be the right one for you. I'm out.